The Arizona Wildcats beat the Northwestern State Demons tonight on a score Arizona Wildcats 61 to the Northwest Demon Northwest State Demons 42. What I saw was that, and I don't know, maybe it was just me because I was paying more attention to it or not, I don't know, but it seemed like they were paying a little bit more attention to defense. The Arizona Wildcats were paying a little bit more attention to defense. I think the Arizona Wildcats ended up with like 10 steals or something like that. So I think they were paying a little bit more attention to the defense, but I'm not quite sure. And they only had like 6 turnovers the whole game, which is fantastic because usually you get 6 turnovers in a half, not in a full game like that. So that was kind of some things that pointed out to me that they paid a little bit more attention to defense. And the score was low too. So they weren't just jacking up threes, and another thing that was kind of interesting to me is, I was looking at York, for the Arizona Wildcats, and I was looking at the amount of three-pointers that he shot, and he made 4 out of 9 from three-point land, and I didn't think that he shot that well from three-point land, but 4 out of 9 is really good from three-point land. Anything above 33% is pretty good. So he did really well from three-point land. Because like I said, I just thought it just didn't seem like he was on the money, as far as making his three-pointers. But I guess I wasn't paying attention whenever he was making his three-pointers, because maybe that was not whenever I was watching the game or something like that. But what I noticed was, another thing I noticed was Tollefson, Mark Tollefson, I think is his name, and for the Arizona Wildcats, and also another player was Elliot Pitts, and both of them were trying to defend against, I think its name is Willy, for Northwestern State Demons, because Willy is the one that scored. I think he scored 14 points. 4 of those points that he scored were free throws, and he made 5 shots, field goal shot, field goals. He didn't shoot any three-pointers at all, but he was pretty warm in the beginning. He was making some shots in the beginning, and that's I think that was kind of whenever, I kind of want to say that's whenever Tollefson was defending him. But then I saw Pitts. I think I saw him score 1 or 2 baskets on Pitts, and but it just seemed like right at the end, then maybe Woodley got tired or something like that, because the Arizona Wildcats, they had Jackson-Cartwright, which is like 5'10" or 5'9" or something like that, and then they had, who else did they have defending Woodley? Kind of mismatches. I think that Tarzewski was defending Woodley in the beginning a little bit too. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Woodley was able to be the high scorer for Northwestern Demons. But then the second player was Hall, I think, for the Northwestern Demons, and I didn't see who was defending him. I saw that Trier was defending against Willy a little bit. You know, every once in a while he would defend against him. The thing that was kind of curious to me was Woodley. He's a guard, and then Tollefson is a forward. So I thought that guards need to defend against guards, and forwards need to defend against forwards. So it just kind of was kind of peculiar to me that they match up like that. Maybe it was a mismatch. You know, whenever two players are defending against different, they have to switch over, and maybe there was a switch, and so Tollefson was forced to defend against Woodley. But you know, it just seemed like right off the bat, and Woodley was defended by Tollefson right off the bat for I would say about half of the game. It seemed like that. Like I said, I didn't notice in the beginning if Tarczewski was defending against Woodley or not. And I wonder what would have happened if they would have had Dusan Ristic defending against Woodley. Maybe Dusan Ristic from the Arizona Wildcats is not quick enough. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Miller didn't have Dusan Ristic defending against Woodley. But I did notice that Dusan Ristic, I think he had like 8 rebounds or something like that. The thing that was really cool to me about Dusan Ristic was I think he had like 4 offensive rebounds, 4 or 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. I don't know how many offensive rebounds he had. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But he did have quite a few offensive rebounds, and I put a lot of weight on offensive rebounds as opposed to defensive rebounds. I think that the offensive rebounds are really they destroy the morale of the opposite team. So I think they're really important. The Arizona Wildcats beat the Northwestern State Demons tonight on a score Arizona Wildcats 61 to the Northwest State Demons 42.